today, like 3 hours of sleep maybe.
Dang, dude. I'm telling you, you're worse than me.
Yeah, but I'm still functioning. I don't really care.
So one thing that's very important in trading that people don't consider, I think this might be red news, by the way. 8 in the morning, October 16th. Yeah, and there's no setup, so it doesn't matter. So one thing that's super important that I learned over my years in backtesting, I used to do probably around 16 to 18 hours of backtesting a day. It was absurd. But you get to a point of diminishing returns where no matter how much harder you work, how much more time you put in, your results aren't going to be improved. So I'd advise everyone to be very careful with the whole, like, I call it toxic mentality of just always working. Your body definitely deserves a break. Otherwise, what is all the success worth if you don't have health, right? So
Yeah.
I'm an advocate for health, and I tell people, take care of yourself, eat well, take the sleep you very much need, especially after working. The markets is a very mentally exhausting thing, because it simulates kind of like a puzzle, right? You're trying to solve a puzzle.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
that will exhaust your brain very, very quickly. So we have a good entry right over this high. I'll consider taking a long. Very, very wiki market. Back in the day, I also had a rule where I wouldn't trade wiki on the lower time frames, wiki market conditions. But I just chose to start ignoring it in some of my back testing, and I did a lot more testing on it. And it turns out this isn't so bad. Wickiness on the lower time frame generally sometimes indicate a lot of, well, first of all, indicates a lot of instability in the market, like indecision, but it can also indicate a change in weak to strong hands, which is exactly what we're seeing here. And these two kind of go synonymous. An accumulation distribution, so some sort of phase of market shift mixed in with a little bit of choppiness is actually really good for me, because it shows, hey, there's money being transferred hands here, and this is very good. So I actually do like to see a little bit of chop, nothing too wild. 20-minute, yep. Yeah, I like this. Probably going to be a stop out or not even an entry. Cool. 20-minute. Gonna wait for a new re-entry here. Coming in at 10:40, 4-hour good. 4-hour is actually a little low in the range. I'd like to see it a little bit higher up. So this is a situation where I let the hourly or some other time frame dictate for me. It's just a little low in the range. So if anything, I'll allow this to get a little bit further up and then look for something. And then there you go. I just saved myself a loss.
Yeah.
4-hour, still holding strong. Hourly, gonna wait for some more bullshit, something like this. There you go. Exactly what I was looking for. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. 2, I don't think this is actually a valid entry. This one right here. I'm gonna go look at it at the time of, because I love to see the 4-hour and the hourly, because they tell me so much more. 4-hour, yeah. Hourly is a little low. Yeah, so this wouldn't be a valid entry, but the next one, there we go. So 5-minute long over this high, ATR is 202. So I'll consider taking something like that. Tapped in, probably tapped out. Cool. I think I've taken 2 losses or none, or 1, sorry. I think just one. Okay, so still nothing, and I'm done for the day. Okay, we're gonna start to see a little bit more 4-hour chop. No trade zone, so I'm just not touching this. I do like the bearishness that came in. So now I'll look at the hourly and the 20 here. There is a valid entry here. I'm gonna go look at the 4-hour again. Yeah, enough bearishness came in the 4-hour to kind of validate things for me. Hourly is okay, 20-minute is okay. Yeah, so I take 1 sell here. And then call it good. Probably looking at an ATR of 160. Probably a stop out right away. Yep. Oh yeah, we're way past our time. Yep, so taking a couple losses recently. The 4-hour starting to chop. If you look at this.
Yeah.
Kind of just riding the MA, which I don't like to see. However, it looks like this session's lining up something nice. So we'll wait for an entry here. Still too weak. Looks like maybe news here or something. Okay, now starting to line up, okay. 4-hour bearishness starting to come into play. Still a little weak. If anything, I'm going to wait for the hourly to show a little bit more strength, something like that. And nothing. Gonna just play forward till 4 in the morning. There we go. 6 in the morning, I guess. Bearishness is starting to play through. And then the 20-minute, cool. So now I just wait for my validation. This is gonna be a anticipatory validation right over this high. Watch me play until the next candle. Okay, I guess not. Nope, not yet. So not a valid entry. Nothing, 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 nothing. Just kind of goes. This could have been, or I was actually looking at this one. This could have been a valid entry, but we didn't get a strong enough move from this candle to make it valid. So at the time of open, the MAs were still down here, and I'm like, there's no way that's going to happen. I'd have to move like this for it to be valid. This one, I don't know why it didn't take. Or did I take it, and was it?
Well, I think you took it.
I did take it?
No, it didn't.
20-minute. Now I'm wondering why. This is super clean. I'm going to look why. 4-hour. Yeah, no, that's super clean. Okay, well, I guess we just gave up some more profit. I think this, no, break even would have been here. And then it just goes. I'm going to replay back to it and see what I missed here. Maybe I did take it and I think I would have remembered though. So 4 hours super clean right now. Hourly super clean right now. 20-minute anticipatory validation at the time. So I'm going to wait till the next candle opens valid. So buy stop over this high. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. I don't know why I didn't take that. I love it. Cool. We're looking at an 87 ATR stop. Oh no, I think I took a loss on this one.
Really?
Yeah, because it was so
I
tight.
don't remember.
Well, neither do I. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think this is going to be a loss right here. Because it was super tight. No,
I
not
guess
quite.
not.
Hang on, I'm still waiting for break even. I could have done break even here. So as soon as we break this high with this body, that's a break even. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't take it. This was super clean, and I think we can both agree this is hella clean.
Yeah.
So now I'm just looking to manage at 1 to 3. So 70% somewhere to around here. Take off 70%. Very quick, very simple. And then 20-minute, I'm gonna manage the remaining position to somewhere around here. Give it space, and it just takes me out. Cool. And then next day, 4-hour is starting to chop a little bit. If anything, I want to see this out of the market right now. There we go. Cool. That was red news. So now, kind of just waiting for an entry. One more strength candle. There we go. But it is 12, so unfortunately I can't take it.
Yeah.
I still like to see how they play out to see if it's a variable worth adding. But every time I notice that there's an entry past 12, generally it stops you out. So that's why I don't trade past 12. I used to trade to 12.20, but I did notice I started taking a few too many losses because money, especially during that time, during US end of market, money starts to leave the market, yeah. So it just kind of falls off and then builds up again. So 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Once again, I missed so many entries here, but it was a little early, so we'll just let it play through. Potentially red news, I don't know. I hope not. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good, 5-minute long right over this high. ATR is 200. There we go. $20 is still valid. Buy stopped in. Take a loss. 20-minute, gonna wait for a new validation. and just falls off. Skip to the next day. Like the moment the market falls off like that, I already know, here if I go look at it, I already know the moment we fell to here, there's absolutely no way we're going to get any other opportunity in that day. It has to flush out and then build back up again, and then our opportunities are presented. So 4 hour, super clean, hourly super clean, 20-minute super clean. So now we're just waiting. I want to see this thing fall off and then build back up. There we go. Build back up. Looks like news potentially. One more, because this entire strength came from all the way down here, and most of the strength came from below the candle. So I think this is a good way of explaining it. Most of the strength came from below the candle. I want to make sure that it's still sustained at these levels. So I'm going to give it another candle to do something like this. And generally, you'll see that price wasn't supported and it crashed back down.
Yeah.
So then price came back up and started fighting again. And boom, we're back in business. So 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. And notice how most of the strength now came from this point instead of the very bottom, all the way up. And then, so yeah, this is a good long. ATR is 150. That's a giant stop loss, but it's okay. Cool, get tapped in, waiting for a break even. Move to break even. Take a break even. Oh, there might be another setup here on the 20. Another setup on the 20. But it's too late once again. So we'll see how it plays out. Oh my. So that one played out very well. But most of the time I see, especially on NQ and like US only based assets, they do like to fail after that point. So coming into our session, 4 in the morning good, hourly good, 20-minute. So now we're just waiting for a validation. A little wiki. I'm going to give it sideways action and then a build back up, especially because this body is so small compared to the wick. Still nothing. Okay, this is where it's getting a little bit better. We got the 4 hour clean, hourly clean, 20-minute. We said no to this one. Yeah.
Why was that like second candle not valid for an entry?
Which one?
This
one right here?
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Let's go see. Hourly, 4 hour, hourly, 20. What time was it? 7:40. I actually do want to go look at this one. No, it does look valid. Yeah, no, I like this one too. We'll go ahead and take this one. And I just want to make sure there's no news on this day. October 29th. Because I'm going to take the entry right after it. So 5:30 and 7. I think we should be good.
Yeah.
Yep, 7:40. Yeah, no, I'd take something like this. ATR 211. Something like that. I think we do get stopped out. So beautiful. Get stopped out. And then 20-minute again. So I think this was our next entry. 20. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So 217. Take my 2 losses back to back and then call it good. Get tapped in. Take a loss. And then it's going to go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so we're done for the day, but there was another entry here. And then, yeah, you're done. 4 hour is okay, hourly. Gonna wait for some bullishness to come in. Okay, starting to get that bullishness. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute. Gonna wait for some sideways, and then because we are quite low on the hourly range, we're still within here. I'm gonna give it some more sideways on the 20-minute to build back up. So the way this works is so the hourly price can average up a little higher, if that makes sense. Because the more
Yeah.
time we spend higher up here, it's going to average out. Now, hourly kind of fell back down. So next day. And just nothing. 4 hours starting to fail. So probably no trade zone here for a little bit. What time is it? Yeah. So wait till 4 in the morning, 5. Now I can start kind of looking for sells here, short term. Wait for some sideways price action. I really don't know why it keeps skipping till 9 in the morning when I tell it to skip to 6. Very weak candles. This is like the only one I'd consider looking at the 4 hour. But the 4 hour is now ranging.
Yeah.
Kind of like the no trade zone I was talking about. So I'll just skip to the next day. Once again, still ranging. So I'm going to skip manually till the next day. There we go. And now we got something I like to look at, right? Higher time frame. We're still following that narrative. 4 hour good. 4 hour good. Hourly good. 20 minute. Okay. After red news, I do like this entry. 4 hour good. Hourly good. 20 minute is okay. 5 minute long. Right over this high. ATR is 193. Something like that. Probably going to take a loss here. Nothing new. I do. This is a tough one. I want to see price close above this high right now. Okay, that didn't happen. There we go. Move to break even on that candle. Probably take a break even now. Yep. Cool. 20 minute. Wait for a new setup. Too weak of a candle right here. And we're done for the day. Keeping it super simple. 4 hour, good. Hourly, good. 20 minute, good. Hopefully that's not red news. 4 hour, good. Hourly, good. 20 minute, good. 5 minute long, right over this high. ATR is going to be 306. Immediate loss. 20 minute, going to wait for a new reentry. This kind of is looking like news.
Yeah.
November 6th. Nope. We'll double check it here though. Okay, screw that. Is this orange, yellow? 10:30?
No, nothing.
Nah, we're good. So 20 minute, waiting for that new validation. Getting a little choppy, so I'm gonna wait for a little bit more strength. Wait for this to close. Nothing, too weak. Still a little weak. I'd like to see something more like that. Oh, okay, we're still going. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20 minute. There you go. 4 hour, hourly, 20 minute. I'll consider it long here. 189 ATR stop. Something like that. Okay, I'm done for the day. 4 hour good, hourly, waiting for more bullishness. I probably missed my entry in there. Yeah. Okay, we got to be fair with this one. So as we step up, 4 hour, very clean, hourly, super clean, 20, super clean, red news in 4 hours, so good. And then, yeah, ATR is going to be 219. Get tapped in, love to break even on this giant wick. Still at break even, probably break even. Cool. Or not. Gonna look to manage at 1 to 3 if we push up just a little bit more. I'm gonna do 70% to these lows. Okay, take off 70%. Still at break even. Gonna let this thing, give it all the space it needs. It's gonna tap me out. That's good.
I think you should have closed early, like. 'cause
Oh,
of
dang,
the-
you're right, dude. Here.
Yeah, it was like.
It is what it
profit.
is.
Yeah.
Whatever. 4 hour, good. Hourly, gonna wait for a little bit of bullishness here. Got red news. There we go. Red news plays out. So now this is shaping up very nicely. Gonna wait for a nice 20-minute validation. Still a little weak. Yeah, none of these entries you can see are valid for me. Maybe this one if you wanted to make a stretch, but I wouldn't.
Okay.
I just prefer to stay out at that point. Done for the day. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Nice little reset and then build back up. Okay, I'd consider a buy stop over these two highs. 4 hour is okay, hourly is okay, 20-minute is okay. ATR would be 415, which is kind of massive, but it's okay. Probably gonna be a quick wick and then tap out. Move to break even. Cool, I'm not complaining. 70% to here. Getting close. Okay, take off my 70%. Yeah, and then trail the rest of the position somewhere to around here. Cool. Dude, this is so OP. The idea of leaving 30% running. Like currently I'm making an extra 11 grand right now. Trail even tighter. Trail even tighter. Coming in on 2 p.m. here pretty soon, so I'll have to make sure to close. An extra 20 grand just, oh, and time hit, so close everything. Okay, go to next day.
That was a cool trade.
Yeah, that was okay. They come ever so often. I love the runners though. Okay, probably a very clean entry in here. Yes, oh my goodness. I hate how I skip forward too fast sometimes though. Because then it's like after the fact, yeah, but you know.
Yeah.
4 hour very clean, hourly very clean. I mean, out of the range completely, building up. 20-minute clean, 5-minute long, yes. ATR, let me make sure I'm at the right high. Yep, is 375. Something like that. Still has the opportunity to tap me out. We haven't moved too far, so I'm gonna wait for this high to break for break even. There we go. This is probably one of those trades I'll just close at 2 p.m. with no sort of management. What time is it? Yep, 2. Cool. Go to the next day. Looks like the market's clearing up quite nicely. Now we're entering a range-bound market conditions. I'm gonna wait for the hourly to do something like that. There we go. It's almost at, what time is this? Okay, good. Wait for sideways. Nothing's probably gonna set up this session. Now, one thing I have been testing a lot, and I still am inconclusive in my testing, are these setups right here, where you have a giant down candle, and then MAs are somewhere down here, and then you have a candle something like this. I'm testing buy stops like these, and it's so inconclusive. Sometimes they run like crazy, and other times they tap you in and then tap you back out. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know if anyone has like seen that or tested that, but
yeah,
it's
I'm
very
also trading
inconclusive.
that. I noticed like if it goes up, what it usually does is it creates like another candle that you can enter on later.
So usually, unless it's a very clean, like very strong all the way up to here, then I won't take it. And I just wait for it to sideways, because generally exactly this will happen. It'll go sideways for a little bit and then set up quite a bit later.
Yeah, this happens a lot. Like you just get entered and then it goes down instantly almost all the time.
So 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Still nothing though. I want to see a little bit more sideways. And done for the day. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Probably red news is gonna like do something huge, hopefully, something like that.
Yeah.
In the opposite direction. That's why we don't trade news.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just kind of waiting. Still nothing. I'm done for the day. 4 hour started to set up nicely, coming up over, and still a little low in the range, but it is coming out. So 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute. I need to see a lot of strength here. Got a little bit of weakness off this move. Still valid. Yep. Okay. And hourly is probably failing down now, and 4 hour. So no chop or no trade zone. This actually right here, this candle is where I'd start looking again, and I probably missed an entry. Oh, but it was 12:20, so we're good.
Yeah.
4 hour, once again, in the chop. So I'm going to jump down to the hourly so I don't accidentally skip and wait for something like this. There we go. Got that massive candle we were looking for. 4 hours finally clean again. Hourly is clean. 20-minute. Once again, missed an entry because it plays a candle too fast. So I'm going to go look at this particular candle, see if it's valid with that amount of movement. 4 hour is clean. We're pushing up out of the zone. Clearly, there's money in the market. Hourly, lots of bullishness came into this. 20-minute, I mean, I don't know about you, but that looks kind of good and strong.
Yeah.
ATR is going to be 450, something like that.
Do you do it like that? Close the stop?
No, it varies. Sometimes I'll do up here.
Okay.
I just know I wasn't going to get stopped out regardless. Like I knew it was just going to buy stop me in. So I'm not too precise with that. But on a live market, for example, I'll set it just slightly above. I've been, I don't have an exact metric because different candles, for example, like depending on where price is at the time of close, like if price were down here, then yes, I put it very tight. But if price is up here, generally on a live market, I'll put it somewhere like that. Yep, so regardless, it was a stop out. See, like this could have been another potential entry, but I just choose to not take those. They're a little dangerous. 4 hour, very clean. Hourly, clean. 20-minute. Probably missed another entry here. Oh, what time is this? 5?
Yeah.
Maybe a break even. Yeah. Red news? Question mark. Four hours super clean. Hourly's clean. 20-minute. Yeah, this is the only valid candle I see here. This one you could try to force, but I wouldn't.
What about the other one? Like
this one?
The one, yeah.
No, there's no validation to it. It didn't even interact with the MAs. It baselined for only a couple candles. The only reason I am considering this one is interaction with the MAs that shows it came back into valid demand. So there's a couple ways you can look at this. The moment we broke out of this, on this candle, it became valid demand, came back into it, validated that demand, and then it pushed up higher. And on top of that, the MAs are its own form of demand validation, right?
Yeah.
So when price gets bought up at the MAs, it shows some institutions, people are supporting the price of it. And so I would prefer to buy up here than all the way down here, where, yeah, we pushed up. We're still in this range, right? We haven't even pushed away from it. And look at the difference between this candle and this candle. This one pushed away from all this and even all this. So that's why I like to see the strength in that. This is probably going to be a loss, to be honest, but I'll still take it. It's going to be a 283. Still nothing. Almost valid. One more strength candle up to around here and I'll take it. Falls back down and we're done. 4 hour is starting to ride the MAs exactly how I told you not to and how I not like it. So now I'm going to do a little bit of guesswork and I'm going to guess. I'm no rocket scientist, but I want to see this market fall off simply because of the fact that now we're seeing a lot more indecision in the market.
Yeah.
And this is generally what I see when the market loves to shift directions. Let me pull up an example here. Like here, where we shifted from up to down. Notice like the weird price chopping up back and forth. This is kind of what we're getting a little bit of right now. Up, down, riding the MAs. So maybe, maybe not. I'll still continue to trade normally until it fails, but okay. Coming in at 6 in the morning, good. So 4 hour, we're actually moving away from this, which is actually very good. 4 hour good, hourly good. 20-minute good, yeah. So 5-minute long over this high. And notice how those anticipations that I have of the market don't stop me from entering the usual way I do. Just because I notice something, I can make my hypothesis, I can guess, but it doesn't mean that my guess should dictate my actions because my actions are based on all the testing I've done. So it's going to be a 243 ATR. Something like that. Notice now how my entry is very tight, like close to there. It's because it's going to take a lot of money for this price to move all the way back up there. And it's that extra confluence factor. Cool. Get tapped in, get tapped out. Hopefully. There we go. 20. Gonna wait for an invalidation. I just want to double check November 20th for news. Good. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. One final entry I'll take right here, right over these guys. ATR is going to be 414, something like that. Good thing I didn't get tapped in. Getting a new entry right over this high. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Buy stop over this high, I'll consider it. ATR is going to be 270. There we go. Probably going to be a loss. Still valid. Starting to not like it a little bit. Because yeah, if you look at the 20, we're also kind of just writing it up. So we'll give it a shot. You never know. Yep. And we're done for the day. Going up to the 4 hour, 4 hour clean, hourly clean. So 20-minute, gonna wait for some sort of validation here. 4 hour, yep. So just gonna skip to the next day. Okay, good, hourly, good, 20-minute, good. A little weak, so I want to see something more like this. Skip to the next day. Now we're entering, remember, a little bit more of that chop. The market's being a little sus, you know. So if anything, I'm still in the back of my head thinking this thing could fall off any moment. And there you go. So now I can start falling for sells because everything that I've looked at up to this point is falling in with what I've thought. Now, look at this entry right here. It's one of those that, I don't know, man. I just prefer to not take them right now. Because technically, yeah, but I've done so much testing on them and it's indifferent. Sometimes they run, but generally they come back to set up again. And that's where they really run. So I just choose to opt out of those for right now. I'll have to do a lot more testing on those. But it's too late to enter this market anyway. 4 hour good, hourly good. And like that giant crash, man. I saw it coming from all the way back here. I'm like, there's something off about price. And then I actually want to go look at something on TradingView. Real quick. Remember, I don't know if it was you. I talked about NVIDIA a long time ago. We'll close this out. So NVIDIA, same thing, started happening. I'm like, dude, I don't know, something, even on the daily. Something about this, man. I'm ready to see this just dump. Now we're back to all-time highs, or most part. But there's just something weird about this asset that, yeah, now we're starting to hold through, especially on the weekly. Long term, we could probably see this continue going. But something about this red news, I don't want to predict or anything because I don't know and I haven't done my testing on this. Something's telling me that by experience, I want to see this thing just fall. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something about it. It's not looking right. It's not.
It's like always so close to MAs for the like
Yeah,
past half.
something. Look at the difference, man. Always away from MAs, comes back and then flicks off. Always away from MAs, comes back, flicks off. Then here, comes to MAs, up, down, up, back to MAs. It's like something's weird about this, and maybe it just blows up and goes this way. But something's telling me, hey, like this market's a little odd. Try not to get involved in it, you know, especially on the 4 hour. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. 8 hour would probably be a little better. I mean, personally, I'd still be trading all of this. Don't take me wrong. Like on my current system, I'd be trading these runs and these runs. But like for long-term investment, I'd probably stay away from this for a quick second just to see what's actually going on. Because this isn't sounding right at all. This is starting to look more and more like a distribution by the candle. And I just want to see this fall and then build back up. So we'll see. Maybe I'm completely wrong and that's okay, but I don't know. Okay, coming in on our session, 4 hours still strong, hourly 20. This 20 looks a little weak. I could actually see this going in for another dip. So like that, and then building back up soon. And just fell off. Yeah, at 12. And red news, so can't trade that. 4 hour, nothing to do here, no trade zone. Money coming in, so maybe now I can start looking at this market. This does look slightly anticipatory, so any push on this candle might make it valid. Nope, almost, so close. Yeah. And keep in mind, I no longer use like the 2 to 3 candle rule for validations. It has to be that very candle where the strength is coming from, something like this, for it to be valid. Just from my testing, it's proven it's better that way. Because then you just start like extrapolating your data to so many different opportunities that your data isn't really refined to one system. It's refined to, oh, and I can take this candle and that candle. And it just kind of, you don't get the most precise or accurate data. So we're going to skip till 4 in the morning. Finally, good. Hourly, good. 20. Yeah, there's nothing here. Next day. Cool. We got less than a minute, by the way, and we got 30 days left. I don't know if you want to finish this off today or just call it. 4 hour bearish.
Yeah, if you have time, we can do it.
Yeah, it'll be quick. Another like 15 minutes. Yeah, 4 hours starting to go bearish a little bit. So wait for the 20. Once again, getting reversals. This is what NVIDIA is kind of looking like right now. Riding the MAs, falling down, building back up. I don't know. It's some sort of distribution. Wait till 5 in the morning. Nothing, 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 nothing. No trade zone. Still no trade zone. Okay. It's looking a little better. 4 hour good. Hourly good. 20-minute good. Let's see if we get any sort of entry here. And market close. Yeah, so December is actually going to go really quick. We're already through December 5th, so we'll make it quick.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And I miss my simple markets, you know?
Yeah.
But this is starting to get very, very, very clean. So coming in at 5 in the morning, 4 hour, hourly, 20. So now we're just going to wait for something. Good validation. Energy is finally starting to flow back in. So just wait for, there we go. Okay, 740 coming in. Clean, 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 long.
Yeah. By the way, are you recording?
I better be. Yeah.
Okay.
Not like last
Just
time.
making sure like it's
Yeah.
not like last time.
Yeah, we've lost so much good content. That was a really good video too.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Maybe I'll post whatever I got from that, but it's like 30 minutes worth of content. So it's not too bad. Cool. 20 minutes still valid. So wait for a giant candle to just buy stop us in. Doesn't happen. Awesome. 20-minute, look for an invalidation. Fall back down. And right away, I already know there's not going to be anything for the rest of the day. There's nothing that could set up here that I'd want to take. And there you go. 4 hours starts failing again. We built up. Notice, once again, this weird, something's off about this market. We had such good momentum going. Why did we just dump again? And this leads me to believe that this is going to continue for the next whatever time, right? 4 hour, once again, we are building up again. So I'm still going to continue looking for longs here. This is red news, so I can't trade. So one more candle sideways and then build up, hopefully. One more. There we go. Long over this high. 4 hour is okay. Hourly, good. 20-minute, good. 5-minute long, right over this high. It's going to be a 232 entry. Something like that. Holy moly. Just kidding. I shouldn't be surprised. Still nothing to manage to. If you really want to secure money, you could do 70% to here, but I'm not going to. Now I'm going to do 70% to there, 70% to here, 70% to here-ish. Take off my 70%. And now that you have some cushion to work with, as the market progresses, you're going to manage the remaining 30%, somewhere to around here. What time is it? 12:40. So I'm just going to play it till 2. There we go. 2 rolls around, close. So now that we have a nice little cushion of capital, you can start to take those larger steps and increase risk to 1%. That's the highest I'd ever go. And that's where you see like crazy growth coming in. Now, once again, this market is back and forth. I don't know what it wants to do. It seems like right now it wants to go down. So I'll just start following that. Wait for a better setup. Personally, I wouldn't trade this, particularly because on the 4 hour, there's no proof of concept here. There's not enough bearishness to want to take a part of this market. So I'm probably just going to skip this day. 4 hour, once again, not enough bearishness. If I see one candle, something like that, then I'll take it. So let's see. There we go. That's the candle I was looking for. Now I can start looking for sells here. I mean, this was your entry. I want to go look at it real quick. Hang on, my phone's blown up. Okay. Cool. Okay. 4 hour. We do see that ultimate bearishness we're looking for. So good. Hourly, good. 20-minute, good. Yes. It's going to be a 513 ATR. Something like that. Get buy stopped in. Move to break even on that high. So one more strength. One more strength. There we go. And now we're break even. Stop break even. Gonna give this market time. Break even. Cool. Wait for a new validation. Once again, we're having this type of entry. I actually like this. What time was it? So we'll register it as a loss just for data collection. So we'll just kind of throw something like this. And then consider this a loss. Tap in, tap out. Just so we add to the variability of the data. Because I probably wouldn't have taken that. 4 hour, we're still kind of chopping around. I want to see a little bit more validation out of this market before I get involved. There we go. So I probably missed my entry in there. Depending on what time, yeah. Entry and entry. You just kind of got to be honest with yourself, especially in backtesting, because it's so easy to lie and think that your system's a lot better than it should be. My computer is like really breaking right now. 4 hour, got that confirmation I was kind of looking for. 20. Let's see if there was any other entry. No entry, no entry, no entry. And yeah, this is the very first one I'd consider. A little bit of weakness at the top, but if it's offset by the size of the candle, the actual body. So it'd be like 239, something like that. I think we did get tapped in. Move to break even on this wick right here. %, managed to this low, somewhere around here. 70% gonna get managed to somewhere around here. 70% gonna get managed to right about here. 70% gonna get trailed to somewhere around here. Take off. It looks like I almost got tapped. There we go. Take off 70% there. Leave the remaining on the 20. So I'm going to use some sort of trailing on a higher time frame, something like that. Cool. Just let it play out. Probably going to take a loss here. Go to the next day. 4 hours still holding strong. Hourly is holding a little bit weak. So I'm going to wait for the 20-minute extra validation to come through. There we go. We do have red news though, so I have to skip. And then hopefully now, this is a valid entry, but it's too weak. I could see this chopping back down, right? There you go. That's the strength I love to see. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute. Yeah, you notice that difference? It's a very hard one to see, and I see a lot of people that come into my channel try to take these, like, oh yeah, strength came in, but it's like, that's not very strong. Notice that it's the same size as all the other candles near it, versus this one just blew it out of the water. So 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. So
just
5 minute
looked
long.
weird also, that candle.
So it's going to be a 362 stop. We're already on December 12th, so oh, come on. I think during Christmas time, we're actually going to end up skipping a lot of the price action. Didn't get tapped in. Beautiful. Saved a loss there. 20-minute. Going to wait for new validation. That's your only entry. Only entry. Notice the strength compared to this candle to these, right? To these smaller ones.
Yeah.
That's why I'd consider an entry here and not back there. We're still within the allotted time, so we're good. Oh, man. I need to sleep. And you do too.
Yeah.
We're looking at 306. Looks like that's fairly good. Get tapped in. On this low, break back up, break even. Simple. Still nothing. Probably take a break even. Cool. 20-minute, look for a new validation. Coming in at 12, so I'm done for the day. 4 hour. Notice how now we're chopping again. I need to see some strong validation, something like that. There's my entry, probably somewhere right in the high of that, or coming up soon. Yeah, I probably wouldn't take anything here. Notice how these are a little too weak for me. I wanted to see something push up higher. So sideways now, and then a new build up. If it wants to.
After 12, so.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize. 4 hour, once again.
It's probably due to that tiredness.
Yeah, usually I'm on top of it. Okay, hourly, that's the news. So now on the 20-minute, wait for baseline and then entry. Nothing for the day. 4 hour, nothing. So 20-minute, if I see a little bit more bullishness out of a candle somewhere around here, I'll take it. Okay, that's red news though, so can't really take it. Now this is valid. Lines up with these highs too. So 4 hour, good. Actually, I want to look at this. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute good. Yes, this is beautiful. 147, something like that. And now, if you're crazy, you can start risking 1%. I'll just start doing it to see if maybe we get lucky here. Cool. Take a 1% loss. Get another re-entry. December 17th. I want to double check news because that was too big of a candle. $6.30 red news. I don't know. I really don't know because they're always off shift by an hour. December 17th, I think. So this one says 8:30. This one says 6:30. Bro, what?
So different.
Do I have the right time on here? 3:07, 3:37 p.m. What? Okay, so let's go to Mountain Time. Okay, so 6:30, 9. Oh, that's today. My bad. December 20 or 17th. There we go. So yeah, 6:30. There we go. What time is this? 6:30, but it's off by an hour. Yeah, so this is where red news was at. Oh my goodness, bro. Okay. I might create a little script that goes and sees the date that I'm on, reads something like this, the metadata or something like that, and then it tells me if there's red news that day. That way. Because FX replay, like if I move my time here to 1 hour difference, then it lines up. But then for some reason the market will close at. It's really weird. I'll show you. But yeah, now the red news should line up. But the market will close like 3 hour difference, if that makes sense. I think it's really messed up. So still nothing. Too much weakness at the high of this one to do anything. Skip into the next day. Very simple. 4 hour starting to fail down. If anything, I want to see huge bearishness come in. Well, a little bit more bearishness than that. There we go. But now it's after market close. Finally getting that bearishness come in. So now I want to see bullishness on that hourly. There we go. 4 hour good. Hourly good. Probably good entry here, actually. On the 19th. If we do shift this over by an hour, though, hopefully that's not red news. Hourly, 20. Yeah, something like this. I think it's going to be a loss just because of the red news. 550. If anything, I should be skipping this one. November or December 19th. I'll look at it real quick. 6:30 and 8. What time is it? Yeah, I shouldn't be trading this at all. So I'm just going to skip it. We'll see how it plays out. Probably a break even after this breakup. Wait for a new 20. Okay. There's another entry. I feel like I'm cheating now, but it is valid. 4 hour, very good. Hourly, good. 20 minute, very clean. 5 minute long with a 350 ATR. Something like that. Said 350. Yeah, close enough. Get tapped in, move to break even after we've moved like that. Still at break even. Okay, now I can consider starting to manage 70% around here. Take off 70% right around here. Cool. And then just manage with the hires. Still at break even. Manage the remaining percent right around here-ish. Probably going to get tapped out. There we go. Get tapped out. And then we're done for the day. Although I should have closed my entire position here, but it's okay. Close enough. 4 hour, good. Hourly, good. 20 minute, good. And probably nothing to do here. But once again, I want to point back the idea of the entire analysis that came to this very point that we're trading now. Ever since here, I was telling you there's something off about the market. At some point in the near future, we're going to chop. We're going to chop. We're going to chop. And the moment we broke down here, right here, I'm all in for sales. Yeah. Right? So it takes experience or a lot of time on the markets to see this play out over and over to know that something's off all the way from back here, and you're just waiting for all the clues to add up, add up, add up. And then the moment we break down, like even here, I was looking for sells. Even here, I was looking for those sells. And then finally, when the sells did come through, that's where I kind of get involved. So now on the hourly, I'm still waiting for this to play out, something like that. Okay, nothing to do. 4 hour. This is, yeah, no trade zone, really. There we go. So now we can continue this bearishness. Probably missed it. Good entry. And that was the only one. What time? 8 or 7:30? I want to go look at this particular entry and go specifically to the 4 hour to see if that had given me enough bearishness to continue falling this short. I like it. Yeah. So assuming there's no red news because it didn't look choppy. Probably looking at 295. What time was this too? Okay, yeah, I'm trading at this time. So you just want to be very honest with your trading hours too, because if you backtest like I used to, year round 24/7, then yeah, your returns are going to be thousands of percents a year, but there's no way you're going to be trading 24/7. 70% managed to here. Waiting for a little bit more bullishness up over these highs to manage further. There we go. 70% managed to around here. Oh, I played it low too quick. So I'm going to replay to this one to take my partial. Okay, 70%, somewhere around there. Now take a break even on the remaining position. Actually, no. I think we're high enough. I'll let it play out. I'll just take a break even. Okay, looks like we're still holding through, so I'm going to manage the remaining 30% to here. Still in the position. There we go. Get taken out. Go to the next day. Still, it looks like, once again, look at the market. There's something weird going on here. Yeah. Something a little off. And what I can tell you right now, if I go and look at other time frames, I could see the bullishness starting to play back and come back into this. There's something off about this market. I can just see it. Look at this price action, dude. Now, yeah. I'm going to wait for a little bit of bullishness on the 4 hour and hourly to come through. There you go. Bro, I was telling you, there's something off about this. I don't want to trade it anymore. Look at what happens. It just dumps. And now, on the daily, we're probably going to start getting this again. So, I'll give it a little bit of time because I don't like trading intermediary price action like this. We're halfway through a stage. I want to see it deliver. So I'm going to wait till 4. Yep, 5. And now we're in this like confusing state. You could consider looking for sells here again because we are following this short-term trend down, which I will do because that's how I trade. But my anticipation is this right now. Still a little weak. A little weak. Yep. Yep. And I'm done for the day. Yeah. No, I'm not trading. December 27th. Okay, cool. Coming into some cleaner price action. Probably missed an entry in there, but that's okay. Nothing. Close next day. 4 hour. Starting to clear up a little bit. There we go. 4 hour. Clean. Hourly. Clean. 20-minute. Bruh. Very, very clean.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go look at this candle. 4 hour. You can see the bullishness in this case. Yep. Hourly, clean, 20-minute, clean, 5-minute, clean. So something like this at 168. Can make this.
So you're no longer doing like those 1 hour and 4 hour like candles, like when they're like moving, or you're still doing them?
What do you mean? Like these?
For the candle to close, because on this candle, the candle just opened and went up, I believe. Like on the 1 hour candle.
So sorry, I'm confused. What's the question?
You said like in some of like the backtest that we did
Yeah.
that like you need to look on the 1 hour to be like almost like closed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're
Inside of
talking
the
about. So this hourly, if we look from this low to this high, go to the 20-minute, it's comprised of one 20-minute candle. I see what you mean. Yeah. So
Yeah.
depending, this is what I mean. On the hourly, if we are still within this range and we have so much time. So like here, this is a perfect example. This candle right here. If we were at this point in the hourly candle and we stepped down to the 20, and this, where's my other line? There it is. This one was comprised of, we move it over, from this candle to this candle to this candle, right?
Yeah.
We can almost approximate that. And we can jump around to like the 30-minute. So we're looking at hourly candle 246, so that'd be 20, 30s, 15. So we can kind of estimate it's comprised of these three candles. And generally, when we move that far in this range, we want the market or this particular candle to be close to its close. Because if we take an entry too far up and there's still too much time in the candle, we know the average of the candle movement. And if it's already near that high and we still have a lot of time in the candle, more likely than not, it's going to flop back down. So in this case, we have already escaped this range. We don't have to worry about this range. Compare it to, for example, I want to give you a good candle to compare it to. Like this one. I don't know if we took an entry here. This candle right here, I don't even have to go.
Not hourly.
What was that?
Not at the time, so you
okay.
you
Yeah.
couldn't take that.
So this candle, for example, I wouldn't have to step down and go look at the 20-minute because look how far it's moved from the range. Now this candle, if we were here and we're at this high, then I'd be like, okay, what are we comprised of? Why are we like, do I still have room to go within the remaining candle? I don't want to get into it too early. Versus this one, we're already away from the range. It's already given me that extra confluence I need. Same here. You look at this candle and compare it to this one's already moved far from what I've expected. I don't have to go back and see, oh, it's only comprised, because the 20-minute, hang on, let me delete this, 4 hour, clean. If we go look at the 4 hour, the 4 hour is comprised of these two candles, right? So we're 50% done with the 4 hour, which gives me a lot more confluence. 20-minute, or hourly to 20-minute, we're comprised of one candle. So I don't know. It's kind of up to you. I use it only whenever we're low in the range, right? Because once we've kind of escaped that range, I already have the confidence, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
To say, okay, I'm willing to put risk on this. But yeah, it's quite different from this kind of entry where the candle's low in the range. I don't know. I think that's the best way to explain it. So
yeah, I understand.
Get tapped in, move to break even on that kind of retracement right there. Probably take a break even. See how far we've moved. I'll do 70% to here, 70% to here. I want to see one more strong bull before I trail, because this could easily retrace to here. So I'll trace it up to somewhere around here. Okay, wait for it to come back down so I can take my partial, 70% partial. And then 20-minute. There's not a whole lot of opportunity here. It's still an extra 14 grand. Okay, yeah. And then it just plummets. We're almost done. We're almost done. One more day and we're done. Which I don't think we'll get anything on this final day. If you're crazy, this one, but probably a break even, and then that's about it. So let's go look. See what we got here. Well, we did make a good recovery. Win rate is okay. I like to see this just slightly higher for my testing. And then aside from that, these look fairly normal, around 20 minutes per loss, 3.5 per win. Like this is pretty representative of my system. This is what I like to see. I look at all the numbers and compare them from what I know. And my average in total is 3 hours and 30 minutes. This is 3 hours and 28. My average here is around 18 minutes, 17 minutes. So this is pretty on par. And then win rate is a little low, but I'm going to attribute that to the kind of choppy market condition we were in. And then the rest, it's like, okay, we did kind of bump it up a little bit. My average per month on an asset might range from 300 to 500. And this is 200 given the bad couple of early months. It's okay. But yeah, I want to go back to the specific months somewhere around April, May, and show you something. Because I know I love to do this. We'll start with April. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Bro, just look at this for a second. And then look at this equity curve and realize that this made this possible. People don't consider that. This right here, bro. Loss. Imagine you have a month like that. You start an evaluation after you've been doing so much back testing, you feel so confident, and then you show up to this and you're like, dude, I don't know how to trade. Especially by that first week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses in less than a week. Bro, that would destroy a trader. Let alone 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 losses back to back. I think those were, if we go to the stats, if we go to the total average max losses right here, so 9.
Yeah.
I don't know why that says 9. 1, 2, 3,
Maybe there was
4.
a break even or a win here.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. It could have been a break even in like this, for example. 1, 2. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So I think this day was a break even. But yeah. It's it's kind of crazy to think about, especially if you're starting off. This will destroy you. So what did March end up to be? Like minus 15%?
Yeah. I noticed on like other backtests, March was like actually really bad as well.
What was that?
If you look at like March, the March month of 2024 was like bad on a lot of your backtests. Like the NQ one, I think, was also March really bad.
Let's go look. So
And
March particularly. Let me go take a look. March, NQ. What the hell, dude?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't even want to see this March, bro. Oh my goodness, this is May.
Yeah.
Okay, March wasn't that bad. I think
It wasn't
May,
that bad. Yeah.
May, dude. Imagine you're a trader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 losses back to back to back, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? There's one winner, 16 grand made up for each trade was about 2.5K. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times what did I say? 2.5? Okay, that's 20 grand loss, right? So here you'd be -4, -6, and then this trade right here, -6, -8, and then this single trade, 8. You'd be up 4 grand on this trade right here.
Yeah.
So the entire month you were negative, whatever that was, 20 grand, and then -4 grand, and then by the end of the month you're positive 4 grand. It's a very, it's a dangerous industry to be in if you can't understand the math behind it. Loss, 1 win, 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, and then boom, you're profiting 1.2K by the end of the, So crazy, bro, crazy. So we have 10 minutes left. Now we can do something if you want. We can.
Yeah, I also wanted to ask you something. I just wanted to know like what you do at the beginning of the day before like looking to trade like live. Is there like something particular that you do like
so
looking at the markets or something like that?
Are you asking about
How
my
do you
routine?
prepare? Yeah, how do you prepare for like
Oh,
the
this
trading?
is amazing. You're gonna love my answer because it's so simple. The night before, every night before I go to bed, I go in here, I simply click refresh, and I see, okay, tomorrow's the 24th, right? Okay, I have news at 7:45 and at 8. Cool, that means I can sleep in until max 9 p.m. That's what I look at. And that's kind of what dictates what time I'm gonna wake up at. So now I can either choose to wake up at 5 in the morning, scalp a trade for whatever, and then red news plays out. But generally, I choose to sleep in sometimes. I'll wake up, check it, nothing, go back to bed until 9. Then at 9, I start looking at the market, see if there's anything good on there. If there is, great, I take it. But if you're asking about like the very second I wake up, I get my computer because I sleep right next to it. And what I do, especially like specifically, I'm going to be super specific. I go onto here on my assets, and from the day before, I have all my stock entries. I just move them to unclear. I jump up to the 4 hour. This is what I did this morning. Notice the assets, the top 3 assets that I just moved down. Notice the commonalities between them. Okay, I go on to YM, 4 hour. Looking at this, perfect. Stock entry. Gold. Gold this morning was here. So I was anticipating that this would push a little bit higher, close, and then I'd look for an entry. So this was in my watch list. I don't know what this is. Soybean futures. I was looking at this, hoping to get a nice little run. Added quick. MNQ, technically the same as YM, but this I believe was also on my watch list earlier. Beautiful for longs. This, I don't know. Oh yeah, this had actually closed by the time it had like 30 minutes remaining after I woke up. So nothing there. Corn futures also closes early. And then trash, just looking at this, trash. Okay, this looks cute, cool, but it's the same as YM and MNQ, which I already have added.
Yeah.
Russell, trash. Look at this price action. No. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more strength, somewhere to around here. And then maybe like tomorrow, this might clean up with a nice strength, something like that. So not looking at it, not looking at it, not looking at it. Let me take another peek. This is starting to shape up a little bit more strength here for tomorrow, and I'll consider looking at it. Trash. Yeah, I mean, this could continue from here. The reason I didn't have it added is because, once again, I look for very precise markets that are moving something like this. And so when we fall down like this, I go and look at other price action where it has pushed off the MAs very strongly, and I see how it reacted. So let's go see. Pushed off to MAs, came right back, slammed down into them. I guess this would be another example. Pushed up, slammed back down into it. Didn't sustain anything. Push up, right back into him. Push up, right back into him. Push up, this one did deliver, and I think I did get a nice trade in here a while back. What day was this actually? December 13th. Yeah, I was trading that. And notice when I was trading it. You won't see any other order within this price action. And then now,
Yeah.
if tomorrow we push up nicely, then that's gonna be good. Go to this. Nope, not looking. Nope, not looking. Nope. Yes, I like this. I don't know what it is, but it's looking pretty good. And lo and behold, I don't know what time this was. January 23rd, Thursday. Oh, today. Yeah, so I missed an entry on oil. That would have been clean. Nice little delivery. 4 hour, clean. Hourly, clean. So 20-minute. Now this could set up, but market close, whatever. But yeah, that's all I do. I go down the list on the 4 hour and I'm like, I like it. Let's go down. Don't like it. Don't like it. Like it. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I'm going to add it. Like it. Don't like it. Like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Like it. Right? Kind of like it. I want to see a little bit more strength. I close somewhere around here, and then I'll add it. Like it. Don't like it. Like it. A little bit more strength on the hourly, and I'd add it. Same thing. This is the same thing as oil, by the way. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Like it. Oh, and we're back to the top of the list, right?
Yeah.
So that's my routine. It's super simple. Within the first 2 minutes of the day, I am almost so certain if I'm going to get a trade that day. And so if all the markets look something like this, because I have had days where I get onto the markets and some of them look like this, and I'm like, okay, I'm simply not even going to have a trade today. And then I just go on doing other projects or things I got to do, right?
Yeah.
So that's my routine. And then I'm actually going to change the setup I have here. I'm going to have a stock entry, which means the 20-minute and everything are good for validations. So I'm waiting for an entry effectively, something like that. I don't know. And then here, let me see if this is even a valid entry. Hourly 20. Technically, this is a valid entry if we get a very strong push here pretty soon. But yeah, I'm going to separate it probably into 3 different sections. Unclear, which simply says the 4 hours whack. And then I'm going to have a clear, which is going to be the 20-minute or the hourly. No. Let me clear it up. So 4 hour is going to be unclear whenever like we're in a market condition like this. I'll have an unclear section. And then I'll have a clear section where the 4 hour will be clear. And then I'm going to have the stock entry where the 20-minute is ready to just launch. And I saw a couple of those earlier today of the 20-minute ready to launch, like these. I had my eyes on that. I don't know what I was looking at on gold. Yeah, I was anticipating for that to push up. So 4 hour good, hourly good. So like on this market, I was waiting for the 20-minute to fall back down and then build back up. Didn't happen. And then on this one, kind of similar thing. 4 hour good, hourly good. So on these pushes right here, I was waiting for a cleaner entry. Nothing was given. It just went. And, you know, things like that. So, yeah, that's my routine, man. I like to keep it simple.
Yeah.
So tonight I'll make sure to get some good rest so I can get up by 7:45. So I'll probably wake up at around 7:45. So I'll be working on other things, but yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah, no, not really. Just a lot of sauce like always.
I know it can be tough, especially because it takes like on these back tests, it takes so long to see results. Like it actually takes so long. Like people will join a video, see me take 5 losses and be like, yeah, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. And they don't stick around for the long term, like, oh, dang, maybe he does know one thing or two, right? So if you look at just, bro, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post a video on like YouTube or something and be like, hey guys, I'm sending out signals, come follow me, and just post this shit. Nobody, if you show this to someone and then you show them the equity curve, they're gonna be like, no, that's not the same guy. But it is, right? You're gonna have really bad months, really good months. And so I can skip to a really good month. I think it was like December or something, where we did do a little bit better. November. And then you show them this. Oh, $4,000 loss, 28,000, 34,000, 31,000, 30,000, 44,000. I want to put my money in this guy. But they don't get to see this shit. I'm going to post this to the community and be like, hey guys, new backtest is out. Go check it out. You like, come join my community, you know? I've gotten some interesting comments on YouTube where what I do is I take these videos and I snip them up. Like I just have some tool that turns them into shorts and then I just upload all of them. And I'll get a moment where I'm telling, you know, I'm explaining this and I'm like, this is really good. You want to see all this red. And some guy, not even knowing anything, will come out of context and be like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I love it, man. Yeah. I love it. But no, it's been a pleasure. We got less than a minute. You're probably going to get cut off here. But enjoy your trip. Enjoy whatever you got to take care of. And then I'll be waiting for you. I'll be posting some more back tests that I have with other people. But I'm excited, bro. Come invest with me, all right? I promise. Good returns. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. All my money on you, man. Okay, hey, bye-bye, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you have a good one. Alrighty, bye-bye.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye, man.
And that, guys, is a phenomenal back test. Back to amazing stuff. So I wasn't ever recording this Bitcoin back test. So I kind of started halfway through. So you guys missed like the majority of the bad stuff. And then I think we started the back test somewhere around here. So all in all, we made from 200 to 500K. So we made 300K profit this particular 3-4 months. So about averaging 100K a month, which isn't bad. But yeah, really awesome stuff and peace out.